So when people take pictures with this camera, it's stored on the SD card, but what happens after that?
Yeah, so the interface, we have an SD card, so any standard SD card will work with it. It also has a USB 3.0, so you can connect it and stream it right off of the card on the camera, or you just pull the SD card out, put it into the computer. We then have a desktop software which is free to download, works on Mac or on PC, and that desktop software basically gives you editing capabilities that you would have, and it looks a lot like a simple desktop editing software. What's beautiful about it, though, is it takes all the data points that it's gathered, much more than in a 2D file, and allows you to do other things with it. In that desktop software is where you can change the focus point, change the depth of field. Even though this is a fixed f-stop of f2.0, I can simulate going from f1 to 16, so I can have a very shallow depth of field or a very wide depth of field. I can do the animations that I just talked about, but it's also a proprietary Lytro raw file. And as such, I can take that file and edit it as any other raw file. I can change the white balance, the tint, but I can actually even do tilt shift. So you don't need an extra adapter to do tilt shift. And then one of the most amazing capabilities of this is macro. So you can actually render something that's touching the lens. In fact, you could actually even render a fingerprint on the front of the lens. That's how tight the rendering capability is on macro. And in a macro environment, you're usually very concerned with depth of field. It's very, very shallow. You've got a deeper depth of field usually using the Lytro, and it's got an amazing capability to do macro. So all those things are accessed in that desktop software once you've pulled it off the camera. In addition, if you didn't want to do it on the desktop software, you can actually create a Wi-Fi hotspot with the camera, connect it to our iOS app, and stream it directly to that iOS app. In there, you can also change the depth of field, change the focal point, add it to a queue to be uploaded to Facebook or Twitter, etc. as well.